controls the football, gives your defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Jacksonville will be kicking off. Number 21, ready to return.
Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Kickoff return for a touchdown.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Four down, check.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room.
Boom!
Still fighting through tackles. That good for 22 and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of what holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from any of the other backs in the league.
So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
A big gain of 38 there on third down.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
That's complete right around the 8. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. DeMarcus Ware coming with pressure. He drops him on the blitz for a loss of 12. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Sack, baby, sack. Ohio! Ohio! Hey!
Out of the gun, McNabb. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. I'll give him a dozen on the pitch and catch, but now they're up against a third and goal.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going.
And he will score. It's a touchdown. A great play there from 3 yards out. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. I thought the days of the fake extra point were numbered once they moved these kicks back to the 15. Apparently, I was mistaken.
Yeah, I was wondering who was ever going to try to do this. In fact, I quit wondering. I didn't think it would ever happen. Taking a fake from the 15-yard line to try and pick up an extra point, I didn't think anyone would ever call this.
And he's going to take this all the way down to the 40-yard line.
In just about every special teams meeting, there's a discussion with the punter about his importance. Why? He can flip the field for your team defensively, move it deep into their own territory, or if you're backed up on offense, and he can hit a big punt and change field position and help his defense. In this case, though, Field position got flipped by the return team. You can do it so many different ways on special teams.
On 1st and 10, here's Vic. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vic. Reggie White in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Let's go, D.
Vic now from the 50. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
White 20. 4 down. Check.
3rd and long for Vic. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to go deep down the left side. And this is going to be intercepted. Ronnie Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Madden Elite's heading back onto the field.
Ohio! Tight left. Hey!
On 1st down, it's McNabb. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Flex round! Tight end left. We got 4. Ohio!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. They got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets them a new set of downs.
Ohio!
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, boys, we got 4 down. Motion.
On 1st and 10, McNabb drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and our drive continues here to start quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out.
Strong right.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
From the gun, here's McNabb. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It'll be a gain of 4. And that's going to make it 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The career leader in field goals made knocks that one through. And that will make our score 9-0.
An automatic Morton Anderson does it again, knocks another one through the posts. I have to be careful because it's almost boring, you know, just how accurate he is. So he knocks another one through.
All-time NFL leading scorer. He's known as the Great Dane because he's from Copenhagen. And I think, Charles, he actually leads 2 different franchises in scoring, does he not?
Well, at one time he did. New Orleans Saints, 13 seasons there, still the all-time leading scorer with them. And the Atlanta Falcons, he held that record, but Matt Bryant has since passed him.
Four down, check.
White 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Bobby Wagner in there to get him for what will be a loss of 13 yards. Now a second down throw for Vic. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And got his man complete. A big third down play there for the Jags. And even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
First down, Vic. Flush to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Bobby Wagner in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Woo! That's what I'm talking about.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Alpha. White 20. White 20. Sip. 1-8 hot. 1-8.
Second down, Vic. He's going to float this one deep right side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10.
Tight end right.
They go play action. It's McNabb. He lets it fly for Lockett. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. Just his second incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
To throw on second, McNabb.
Motion.
Escaping the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. If you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Here's McNabb. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10.
What's tight? Tight ends right. Hey, 4 down.
White 90. White 20.
They will indeed go for it. Vic fights him off. Forced out to his left. Steps away to his left. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. They get 11 there on 4th and 10. Didn't get it by much, but it is a first down.
4 down.
Stop.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he lost the football into the Jack. Come up with it, they did.
He's sneaky, guys. Watch out for 86.
Eagle. We got, let's go. White 90.
Receiver, hey, you're on an island over there. Single right.
Vic now after the fumble recovery. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Aaron Donald in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Vic on second down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Vic readies to throw. Oh, and now Vic throwing another interception. Picked by the Hall of Famer Mel Blount. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more.
Great pick. Good job. That was a great pick. Good job.
Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Flex round.
Now a first down throw, McNabb. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
Hey,
Ohio.
we got 4 down.
To throw, McNabb. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And with 1 second left, they get the timeout, and they'll have a chance to kick the field goal before intermission. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. Anderson's kick is good. We now proceed to the start of the second half. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break. Anderson now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, are a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle.
A first down throw coming for Vic. Flushed out right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Lawrence Taylor. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards.
Oh, let's go, D. That's what I'm talking about, D. That's what I'm talking about.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Hey, let's go, Black, you
Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, Vick. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Here goes Vick on fourth down. Going up top. And it's knocked away and incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field.
Get on the point right here.
Flex round! Flex round!
Out of the gun, McNabb.
Cloud.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A very solid gain of 27. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll make it second and short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey. 4 down.
Second down, McNabb. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Tight end right. Hey.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Now McNabb. Eluding the pressure right. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown.
We got 3.
Donovan McNabb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget 1. We want 2. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable that they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit. We all know that teams never want to use the word panic. But if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Watch tight. Tight end right.
Vick operating on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against the secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. Oh, he cannot get away. Down goes Vick. Lawrence Taylor in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 29 yards on third down.
Check. Fresno.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth.
Watch tight end. Tight right.
Orange.
4 down.
White 20. White 20.
Vick will look to throw on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A second down throw for Vick. Ertz over the middle. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, no one fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.